Speight.
I showed up. Hi, thanks. Thank you. And Anthony, thank you for programming the short and for putting this festival on. It's been amazing. So thanks for letting me be a part of it. And I know this is no easy task, so well done. Well done.
This is so simple.
I know we have a great feature to get to, so I won't keep you. But do we have any questions about America 101? Life isn't that bleak, I promise. It's all going to be okay. Any thoughts, questions, anything?
Are you going to dive into the audience like Rutger Hauer did?
No, I'm
going
not.
to run through the
I was fearing
through
for
the
his safety.
arrows.
I know Rutger did the whole Phil Donahue thing.
He totally did. He Donahue'd the hell out of it, didn't he?
I was impressed. I also liked when he would sort of get annoyed with the not being able to hear the question. He was great. He was like going,
Well,
what?
he told me. I said I'd really like to stay on Il Futuro, really focus on that. He was like, well, that's just your opinion. and I'm the boss.
I think his name is Rutger. Oh, I see a hand back there in the darkness. Hold on.
They were just reaching for popcorn.
Hold that thought.
There we go. There we go.
I'm just curious, kind of new to independent film. What's the purpose of doing a short? We don't see shorts at the movie theater anymore. How do you get them distributed, and what's their purpose?
To be honest, I don't think you
share
really
the message.
I don't think you really do shorts for distribution. I mean, sometimes they find a home on like a cable network as filler material or in compilations of shorts, but for the most part, everybody I know who does shorts does it for the love of the game, because you want to make a movie, you want to tell a story. It's not a feature, it's not a big film, or maybe there's budgetary limitations, so you tell it in the way you know, the best way you can, which in many ways is the short form. So I mean, I think that's I can say that for myself. This is making a short is not a money-making venture. You do it because you love filmmaking and you want to tell a very specific story.
It's probably one of the most thankless film endeavors that you can embark on if you're looking for monetary return. It's all spiritual enrichment.
Yeah, exactly.
Period.
Anybody else? Are you really okay? You, sir.
Pitching it as a television idea.
Have I thought about pitching America 101 as a TV idea?
Yeah.
You know, I kind of have a version of it that I'm expanding out. I mean, this as it is a standalone idea. I didn't really write it as a opening act to a larger story. It was sort of one man's bizarro rant, or his expression of what he thought everybody's universal experience was, although it really isn't. But yeah, yes, I have had that thought, and of sort of playing around with the ideas of how I can take some elements of it and expand it out. It'd be a very uplifting show, I'm sure. I don't see it as that dark. You know, I was watching it and somebody's like, "Wow, that's doom and gloom." I'm like, really? I don't like. It's not true for everyone. He's had a bad time. He's had a bad go of it. Give the brother a break. It's real. Yeah, well, yeah, it's for some. It is. Anybody else? Anybody? Yes. You have one question? I'll call on you. You raise that hand. I'm going to say you. So.
Thank you. All right. So this is going to be sound like a tired and cliched question, but what inspired you to make this short film?
Okay. I was sort of following politics, obviously, and sort of the social upheavals of the day and sort of the mortgage crisis and everything else. But more than just that, I really just was sort of writing. I wrote it as a monologue, as an experiment. I wrote the whole thing. I didn't write it as a short film. I just wrote it as a stream of consciousness monologue. Just as like one guy's rant. So, you know, and I didn't even have it set in a school. I just like one guy starts talking and he just goes in this tirade of how everything's crappy. Blah, 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 blah. And Rick, the actor, is an old buddy of mine, and I took it over to his house and we recorded it as an audio file. So we just kind of did it as a MP3 for fun. And it wasn't until several months later when I was wanting to shoot something that Rick was like, well, you should do that. We just make that a visual because it's snappy and funny and interesting and topical. We'll make that. So we did, and that's when it sort of all came together as a visual piece. I wasn't really going after telling that whole story when I was writing the monologue. I was sort of doing it as an exercise in, sort of an Eric Bogosian-esque sort of rant. And I really did want to make it not a universal thing. It was really about one guy and his experience and what he thought was universal, although many of his choices are, many of his problems are self-induced, so it's not like he's being done to. He's certainly helping screw up his own life. So it wasn't meant to be a giant political statement on the state of affairs of anything other than this guy's universe. There you go. Thank you. We have a fabulous feature film to get to.
Yeah, we do. We got time for one more. Anybody else?
Do we have one more? I mean, we have time for it, but the thing is, yes, you, sir. Oh, what series and movies am I going to be in? Well, at some point this year, a film I worked on called Mucho De Niro will come out. I'm about to go up north to Northern California to shoot an indie film with Rick Gomez, the lead actor in this film. He has written a film and is being directed by a small company up there, and I'm going up there to act in that in 2 weeks. So that'll be next, and then we'll see from there. And a bunch of supernatural conventions. Just a bunch of supernatural conventions. People love conventions, apparently. Big applause for conventions. Listen, thank you so much. Like you say, short films don't have a home in a mainstream theater. They only live at film festivals. So again, thank you for giving us a venue to show our work, and thank you guys for coming and sitting through it. Enjoy the feature.
The Dirties!